Picture the scene that unfolds in your mind right now. You're sitting there, perhaps scrolling through countless videos or articles, searching for that one piece of wisdom that could transform everything. But what if I told you there's an invisible force connecting your thoughts to the entire universe? And once you tap into it, your life will never be the same. This isn't another self-help concept or a recycled motivational speech. This is the secret that quantum physicists have hinted at for decades, and it's time you unlock it. Let me share something that might sound incredible at first. Every moment of every day, scientists in laboratories around the world witness something that defies our basic understanding of reality. They observe particles communicating instantaneously across vast distances, behaving in ways that should be impossible according to classical physics. These aren't fringe experiments or theoretical musings. They're documented phenomena that have left the brightest minds in science questioning everything they thought they knew about the nature of reality. Think about your own life for a moment. Have you ever had a gut feeling that turned out to be right? Or experienced a coincidence so precise it couldn't possibly be random? These aren't just chance events. They're glimpses into a deeper reality that quantum physics is only beginning to understand. The same principles that govern particles in those laboratories are at work in your mind, your body, and every aspect of your existence. You might be wondering why this matters to you. After all, quantum physics sounds like something best left to scientists in white coats. But here's the truth that's been hiding in plain sight. Your consciousness is not just observing reality. It's actively participating in creating it. Every thought you have, every emotion you feel, sends ripples through the quantum field that surrounds and connects everything in existence. Consider this. In every moment, you're surrounded by infinite possibilities, just like those quantum particles in the lab. But most people go through life never realizing the power they possess to influence these possibilities. They're like someone standing in front of a locked door, never realizing they've had the key in their pocket all along. That key is your understanding of quantum entanglement and its relationship to consciousness. What makes this discovery so revolutionary isn't just its scientific implications. It's the practical applications that could transform your daily life. Imagine having access to a level of intuition and manifestation ability that seems almost supernatural to others. Imagine being able to tap into the same force that quantum physicists study, but using it to enhance your relationships, career, health, and personal growth. The most fascinating part? You're already using this power every day, whether you realize it or not. Every decision you make, every belief you hold, every emotion you experience is interacting with the quantum field around you. The only difference between those who seem to have everything going their way and those who struggle might just be their understanding and conscious use of this fundamental force of nature. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share something that the mainstream scientific community is only beginning to acknowledge: the direct connection between quantum entanglement and human consciousness. This isn't speculation or pseudoscience. It's based on cutting-edge research in quantum physics, neuroscience, and consciousness studies. What you're about to learn could fundamentally change how you view yourself and your place in the universe. But before we continue, I want you to pause for a moment. Take a deep breath and really consider what this means. You're not just a passive observer in this vast universe. You're an active participant in its unfolding. The same forces that scientists study in quantum laboratories are at work within your mind right now. And once you understand how to harness these forces, you'll never look at your thoughts, your potential, or your reality the same way again. This is more than just information. It's an invitation to step into a new understanding of your own power. The principles you're about to discover have always been there, operating in the background of your life. Now, it's time to bring them into the light and learn how to use them consciously. Are you ready to discover what quantum physics has been trying to tell us about the true nature of consciousness and reality? Let's begin this extraordinary journey together. Quantum entanglement stands as one of the most fascinating phenomena in physics, yet its true implications stretch far beyond laboratory experiments. When we talk about quantum entanglement, we're describing a state where particles become so deeply connected that the quantum state of each particle can't be described independently. Even when separated by vast distances, these particles maintain their connection, responding to changes instantaneously, as if they're two parts of a single system. But here's what makes this truly remarkable. Quantum entanglement isn't just limited to the microscopic world of particles. The same principles that govern quantum behavior apply to larger systems, including the neural networks in your brain. Your subconscious mind operates on quantum principles, constantly processing information and making connections that transcend classical physics. Consider the implications of this understanding. Every thought you have creates patterns of neural activity, generating electromagnetic fields that extend beyond your physical brain. These fields don't just disappear into nothingness. They interact with the quantum field that permeates all of reality. This interaction isn't mystical or supernatural. It's a natural consequence of the quantum nature of consciousness. Scientists have long puzzled over the measurement problem in quantum mechanics, the observation that the mere act of observing a quantum system changes its behavior. This suggests something profound about consciousness and its role in shaping reality. Your thoughts and intentions aren't just passive observations. They're active participants in the quantum dance of reality. The quantum field responds to conscious intention in ways that classical physics can't explain. When you focus your attention on a particular outcome or possibility, you're not just engaging in wishful thinking, you're literally interacting with the quantum probability field that determines how events unfold in your life. This isn't speculation. It's supported by decades of research into quantum mechanics and consciousness. Think about the double-slit experiment, a cornerstone of quantum physics. When scientists observe particles passing through two slits, the mere act of observation changes how the particles behave, transforming from waves to particles. This demonstrates the fundamental role of consciousness in shaping physical reality. Your subconscious mind performs similar observations constantly, influencing the probability field around you. Understanding quantum entanglement reveals why certain people seem to have an uncanny ability to manifest their desires. They're not doing anything supernatural. They're simply working in harmony with quantum principles. Their thoughts and intentions are well aligned, creating coherent patterns in the quantum field rather than the chaotic, conflicting patterns that most people generate unconsciously. The brain itself operates at the edge of quantum behavior. Microtubules within neurons can maintain quantum coherence, allowing for quantum computation within your neural networks. This quantum processing power far exceeds what would be possible with classical neural networks alone, explaining phenomena like intuition, creativity, and the sense of knowing something without knowing how you know it. Your subconscious mind is constantly entangled with the quantum field, processing vast amounts of information and making connections that your conscious mind couldn't possibly handle. When you have a sudden insight or a strong gut feeling, you're experiencing the results of this quantum processing. Your subconscious has access to information through quantum entanglement that transcends ordinary space-time limitations. The implications of this understanding are profound. Every thought you have sends ripples through the quantum field, affecting probability distributions in ways that can influence future events. This doesn't mean you can simply wish for something and have it appear instantly. Quantum effects operate probabilistically, subtly influencing the likelihood of various outcomes rather than determining them absolutely. Understanding quantum entanglement also explains why meditation and focused attention practices can be so powerful. When you quiet your mind and maintain consistent, coherent thoughts, you're creating stronger, more organized patterns in the quantum field. This coherence allows for more effective manifestation of your intentions, as opposed to the scattered, contradictory thoughts that characterize most people's mental state. Your subconscious mind is like a quantum computer, processing information through entanglement rather than classical computation. This explains why it can solve problems and generate insights in ways that seem to defy logical analysis. When you're stuck on a problem and the solution suddenly comes to you after a good night's sleep, you're experiencing the results of quantum processing in your subconscious mind. The connection between quantum entanglement and consciousness isn't just theoretical. It has practical implications for how you can improve your life. By understanding and working with these principles, you can learn to harness the quantum nature of consciousness to enhance your creativity, intuition, and ability to influence probability fields in favorable ways. This isn't about gaining supernatural powers. It's about working more effectively with the natural quantum processes that are already operating in your mind and consciousness. In the quiet halls of a quantum physics laboratory late one night, Dr. Sarah Chun wasn't expecting to make history. She had been studying quantum entanglement patterns for years, meticulously documenting the behavior of paired particles. But this evening was different. As she reviewed her latest experimental data, she noticed something that made her question everything she thought she knew about quantum physics and consciousness. The particles in her experiment weren't just exhibiting normal entanglement patterns. They were responding to her thoughts. At first, she dismissed it as experimental error, a glitch in the sensitive equipment. But as she repeated the experiments, the evidence became undeniable. The quantum particles showed measurable changes that correlated with her mental states and intentions. This discovery sent shockwaves through the scientific community. Some dismissed it outright, claiming it was impossible. Others saw it as the missing link they'd been searching for, the connection between quantum physics and human consciousness. But what happened next transformed this from a mere scientific curiosity into something far more significant. Dr. Chun decided to test these principles in her own life, applying what she'd learned about quantum entanglement to her daily experiences. She began by focusing her attention on specific outcomes, maintaining consistent thought patterns that aligned with her goals. The results were astonishing. Projects that had been stalled for months suddenly found funding. Solutions to complex problems appeared seemingly out of nowhere. Opportunities arose in ways that defied conventional probability. But the most remarkable aspect wasn't just what happened. It was how it happened. These changes didn't manifest as magical, instant transformations. Instead, they emerged through a series of synchronized events, each building upon the last in ways that seemed both natural and inevitable. It was as if the quantum field was orchestrating a complex dance of probability, guided by the focused intention of her consciousness. Other researchers began replicating her experiments, each adding new pieces to the puzzle. They discovered that the effect wasn't limited to laboratory conditions. It could be observed in everyday situations. People who understood and applied these principles started reporting similar results. Success stories began pouring in from around the world, each following a similar pattern. Focused intention, aligned thought patterns, and remarkable manifestations of desired outcomes. The implications were staggering. If thoughts could influence quantum particles and quantum particles were fundamentally connected to all of reality, then the power of focused consciousness was far greater than anyone had imagined. But here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. The researchers found that this power worked both ways. Negative thought patterns created just as strong an effect as positive ones, explaining why some people seem trapped in cycles of unwanted experiences. This revelation transformed our understanding of personal development and success. It wasn't just about positive thinking. It was about maintaining quantum coherence in your thought patterns. Those who mastered this ability found themselves experiencing levels of success and fulfillment that seemed almost supernatural to others. Yet there was nothing supernatural about it. They were simply working in harmony with quantum principles that had always been there. As news of these discoveries spread, skeptics pointed out that this seemed too good to be true. If consciousness could influence reality at the quantum level, why wasn't everyone experiencing miraculous transformations? The answer lay in the subtle nature of quantum effects. Just as quantum particles exist in multiple states simultaneously until observed, the possibilities in our lives exist in a state of quantum superposition until collapsed by our consciousness and actions. The key insight was that this power wasn't about forcing reality to bend to our will. It was about aligning our consciousness with quantum principles to influence probability fields in favorable ways. Those who approached it with patience and understanding saw remarkable results. Those who tried to force immediate changes often found themselves frustrated. The most profound aspect of this discovery was its democratic nature. This wasn't a power reserved for special individuals or those with unique gifts. It was available to anyone who took the time to understand and apply these principles. The same quantum field that responded to Dr. Chen's focused intention was equally responsive to anyone who learned to work with it effectively. This understanding revolutionized how we think about personal development and achievement. It wasn't just about setting goals and taking action, though those remained important. It was about maintaining coherent thought patterns that worked in harmony with quantum principles, allowing the natural intelligence of the universe to orchestrate outcomes in ways that often exceeded our limited imagination. The story continues to unfold, with new applications and insights emerging regularly. But perhaps the most important lesson is this. The power to influence reality at the quantum level isn't just a scientific curiosity. It's a practical tool that each of us can learn to use in our daily lives. The question isn't whether this power exists. The evidence is clear. The question is, are you ready to learn how to use it? Learning to master quantum entanglement for enhancing your subconscious power follows a systematic process that anyone can learn with dedication and practice. The first crucial step in this journey involves developing awareness of your thought patterns. Your thoughts aren't just abstract concepts floating in your mind. They're real energy patterns that interact with the quantum field. Start by observing your thoughts without judgment, as if you're a scientist studying a fascinating phenomenon. Notice how certain thoughts repeat throughout your day, creating patterns that ripple through the quantum field. These recurring thoughts act as signals to the quantum field, setting up resonance patterns that influence probability distributions in your life. Pay particular attention to thoughts that arise spontaneously, especially in quiet moments. These often represent your subconscious mind communicating through quantum channels, providing insights and guidance that transcend ordinary logical processes. Visualization plays a central role in mastering quantum entanglement. When you visualize your desired outcome, you're not just engaging in imagination, you're actually creating coherent patterns in the quantum field. The key is to make your visualizations as vivid and multisensory as possible. Feel the emotions associated with your desired outcome. Experience the physical sensations. Hear the sounds. Smell the scents. The more real you make it in your mind, the stronger the quantum resonance becomes. Your body serves as a crucial bridge between consciousness and the quantum field. As you visualize, pay attention to the physical sensations that arise. These bodily responses aren't just side effects, they're indicators of successful quantum engagement. When you feel tingles, warmth, or other subtle sensations during visualization, you're experiencing direct feedback from the quantum field. These sensations confirm that you're creating coherent patterns rather than scattered, ineffective thoughts. Trusting the process represents another vital aspect of mastering quantum entanglement. Quantum changes don't follow linear timelines like classical cause and effect. They operate through probability fields, gradually shifting possibilities until they manifest in physical reality. This means results often appear through unexpected channels and at unexpected times. Your job isn't to micromanage the process but to maintain coherent thought patterns and remain open to possibilities. Most people never realize that their negative thoughts create just as much quantum resonance as positive ones. Every fearful thought, every worry, every doubt sends ripples through the quantum field, influencing probability distributions in undesirable ways. This explains why some people seem stuck in negative patterns despite their best efforts to change. They're unconsciously reinforcing quantum patterns that maintain their current situation. The solution isn't to suppress negative thoughts. That only creates more quantum discord. Instead, acknowledge these thoughts without engaging them. Let them pass through your awareness like clouds in the sky. Then deliberately refocus on your desired outcome, reinforcing the quantum patterns you want to strengthen. This practice of conscious thought management becomes easier with time, eventually becoming your natural way of operating. Synchronicity serves as a reliable indicator that you're successfully engaging with quantum processes. When you notice meaningful coincidences increasing in your life, it's a sign that your quantum alignment is improving. These synchronicities often provide guidance and opportunities that your conscious mind couldn't have planned. Learn to recognize and act on these quantum-orchestrated opportunities when they appear. Regular practice of meditation or similar mindfulness techniques significantly enhances your ability to work with quantum entanglement. These practices help quiet the mental noise that creates quantum interference patterns. When your mind is calm and focused, you can more effectively generate coherent thought patterns that influence quantum probability fields. Even a few minutes of daily meditation can dramatically improve your quantum manifestation abilities. The environment you create around yourself also affects your quantum engagement. Surround yourself with people, places, and situations that support your desired quantum patterns. Limit exposure to influences that create quantum discord or reinforce unwanted patterns. Your physical environment has a direct impact on your quantum coherence. so organize it in ways that support your intentions. Time spent in nature can significantly enhance your quantum manifestation abilities. Natural settings provide coherent quantum fields that help align your consciousness with universal patterns. Regular exposure to nature helps clear quantum interference and strengthens your connection to the underlying field of possibilities. The final key to mastering quantum entanglement involves maintaining emotional coherence. Your emotions generate powerful quantum resonances that can either support or disrupt your intentions. Learn to cultivate emotional states that align with your desired outcomes. Practice generating and maintaining positive emotions even before your desired manifestations appear. This creates a quantum foundation that supports rapid manifestation. Remember, mastering quantum entanglement isn't about forcing changes through willpower. It's about aligning your consciousness with quantum principles in ways that naturally shift probability fields in your favor. With consistent practice and patience, you'll develop an intuitive understanding of how to work with these forces effectively. The power has always been within you, now you're learning to use it consciously and purposefully. As you stand at this threshold of understanding quantum entanglement and consciousness, a vital question emerges. How will you use this knowledge? The universe contains infinite possibilities, all existing simultaneously in a state of quantum superposition. Your consciousness plays a crucial role in determining which of these possibilities manifest in your physical reality. Every moment presents a new opportunity to choose which quantum possibilities you'll connect with and bring into being. Consider your current situation. Right now, countless potential realities exist around you in quantum superposition. Some lead to expansion, growth, and the fulfillment of your deepest desires. Others maintain current limitations and restrictions. The difference between these realities isn't in their quantum availability. It's in your conscious choice to connect with them through focused intention and aligned thought patterns. This understanding places tremendous power in your hands, but it also brings corresponding responsibility. Each thought you maintain, each emotion you cultivate, each belief you hold creates quantum resonances that influence the probability fields around you. You're constantly sending signals to the quantum field, whether you realize it or not. The question becomes, are these signals aligned with what you truly want to create? The universe operates through quantum principles that respond to consciousness in predictable ways. It's not about whether these principles work, they're working all the time, responding to your thoughts and intentions whether they're conscious or unconscious. The real question is whether you'll use them deliberately to create what you want, or allow them to operate by default based on unconscious patterns. Think about the quantum possibilities you want to connect with. What version of reality are you choosing to observe into existence through your conscious attention? Remember the double-slit experiment, particles behave differently when observed. Your life experiences similarly respond to your conscious observation and expectation. Are you choosing to observe and expect limitations? Or are you looking for evidence of unlimited potential? The quantum field awaits your conscious direction. It's like a cosmic dance partner, ready to move in harmony with your lead. But you must take the lead through clear intention and aligned thought patterns. The field responds to clarity and coherence, manifesting possibilities that match the quantum signatures you consistently create through your thoughts and emotions. Your power to influence quantum probability fields increases with your understanding and conscious application of these principles. Each time you choose thoughts aligned with your desired outcomes, you strengthen the quantum resonance patterns that support those outcomes. Each time you maintain emotional states that match your intentions, you enhance the coherence of your quantum signals. But here's a critical insight many miss. The quantum field responds to authenticity more than forced positivity. Trying to maintain artificially positive thoughts creates quantum discord that actually reduces your manifestation power. Instead, cultivate genuine appreciation for the possibilities you're calling into being. Let your positive thoughts and emotions arise naturally from your deepened understanding of how the universe works. The universe is inherently abundant, containing infinite possibilities in quantum superposition. Scarcity exists only in consciousness when we collapse quantum possibilities into limited perceptions based on fear or doubt. By maintaining thoughts of abundance and possibility, you keep more quantum options available for manifestation. Your consciousness becomes a gateway for positive possibilities to emerge into physical reality. As you move forward from this moment, remember that every thought is a choice of which quantum possibilities you'll entangle with. Every emotion is a signal to the quantum field about what you're ready to receive. Every belief is a filter determining which quantum possibilities can manifest in your experience. You have the power to choose in each moment. The quantum field faithfully reflects back whatever consciousness you project into it. Like a mirror, it doesn't judge or evaluate. It simply responds to the patterns you create through your thoughts and feelings. This mirror-like quality makes it an incredibly powerful tool for self-awareness and personal growth. The experiences showing up in your life reveal the quantum patterns you're creating, consciously or unconsciously. Your journey with quantum entanglement doesn't end here. It's really just beginning. With each passing day, you'll discover new ways to apply these principles in your life. You'll notice more synchronicities, more coincidences, more evidence of how your consciousness shapes reality through quantum processes. Trust this unfolding process while maintaining clear intention about what you choose to create. What quantum possibilities will you choose to connect with today? What version of reality will you choose to observe into existence? The field of infinite potential awaits your conscious choice. The power has always been yours. Now you understand how to use it with greater purpose and effectiveness. Your journey into conscious quantum creation continues from this moment forward.